Communication is simply the act of transferring information from one place, person, or group to another. Every communication involves at least one sender, a message, and a recipient. The transmission of the message from sender to recipient can be affected by a wide range of things. This includes our emotions, the cultural situation, the medium used to communicate, and even our locations. Nowadays, how people form and maintain their relationship with communication is that we can communicate with friends, family, and colleagues in real time through text message, video call, and social media. It's hard to maintain because we should have a good face-to-face interactions. We need to balance our interaction, which is online and offline communication, because it has significantly impact the nature of the relationship. Example of online interaction in this new media age are WhatsApp, TikTok, Instagram, and so on.
For the first question, we have asked our panel about their opinion of communication in the new media age. From our first panel, Amy, she has defined communication in the new media age as something that involves with digital tools and platforms such as social media, including TikTok and Instagram, instant messages applications like Telegram, and also instant meetings such as Google Meet, Webex, and Microsoft Teams. It also can be characterized as instant and fast accessible interaction between one and another despite of our distance. Therefore, what I understand from her answers and opinions is that these new media age communication is any form of online platform that we use to interact and communicate with others. In addition, our panel 2, Shamirah, also thinks that communication in the new media age is basically anything that is digitalized, like any form of interaction that is digitalized, such as social media and email. She also said that this new media age communication is very fast and widespread. I really agree with her point of view because in this era, we do use a lot of digital platforms to interact with each other. For example, if we want to ask how our friends are doing or get information about classes at the university, we use digital applications such as WhatsApp or Telegram to share and get the informations.
I do agree with the response from the panels to it, how the shift from conventional communication to online communication that was impacted the depth and nature of relationship in the new media age. It was definitely changed because of certain things or situation that happened, which is during the COVID-19 pandemic. All of us cannot meet up with each other and have online communication instead because of the movement control order that has been set by the government. All of us still need to interact with one another even during the pandemic or any situation has been facing. There are methods to have online communicating such as video calls and chit-chatting. So a few people prefer to have chit-chatting instead of video calls because they did not feel comfortable. This method makes it difficult to identify body language, facial expression, feelings, and voice intonation when communicating. It can cause misunderstanding, fights, and so on. One of the panel was mentioned that her friend used plain text without any emojis. Then she thought that her friends did not like her anymore and they were having a problematic relationship. Sometimes I always supported online communication because technological development make us interact easily, faster, constantly, and unlimited. But face-to-face communication allows you to read body language, voice intonation, facial expression, and everything. It also allows a better understanding of people when you interact and communicate with others compared to new media age communication. All I can say is there are pros and cons to using new media age in this era, but people will determine whether it can have a good or bad effect.
Based on the third question, both panels agree that the main challenges presented by new media platforms for having meaningful conversations is the potential for misinterpretation and misunderstanding. Firstly, our panel 1 Emilia highlight the lack of non-verbal cues in text-based communication, such as facial expression and tone of voice, making it easy for message to be interpreted, where this can lead to misunderstanding, conflict, and even harmful consequences. For example, panel 1 specifically mentioned the use of emojis, which can be interpreted depending on individual understanding and context. However, panel 2 Shamira highlight how the way information is presented on social media, even with good intentions, can lead to misinterpretations and distort the intended meaning. For example, a passionate social activist advocating for a cause might be misconstrued as an extremist due to their strong wording. Next, panel 1 also point out text-based communication can foster overthinking and impulsive reaction due to the lack of immediate feedback and context. This can hinder thoughtful dialogue and escalate conflict because without facial expression, gesture, and tone of voice, we are left to interpret the text through our own understanding. This also can lead to misinterpretation and doubt, as well as limit the depth and meaning of conversation.
For the last question that we give to interviewees is, we ask for the advices to individuals on how to maintain the relationship in the new media age. Both panels gave different advices that were useful for individuals to maintain the relationship in the new media age. Based on panel 1, which is Emilia, she said that to maintain relationship in the new media age, people need to balance the online interaction. She suggested to have scheduled regular face-to-face meeting and going out with friends and spend time together. Next, the advices given by panel 2, which is Shamira, she said that to practice patient understanding, and she also suggested to enhance the communication skills. For the first point is practice patience and understanding, which is she explained that people cannot overinterpret or never try to overanalyze. This means that people should try to be the best in understanding something instead of causing a conflict with others. People should avoid from misinterpret the message such as misunderstanding it. Next, for second advice is to enhance the communication skills. Panel 2 also explained that the communication skills will prove to us through someone's feet when we are talking. In order to enhance the communication skills, an individual should understand speech better or facial expression better. She stated that these two things are very useful in order to maintain relationship in this new media age. And for me, also I think their advice can help individuals to maintain relationship in this new media age and don't just rely on social media only.
In conclusion, to form and maintain relationship in this new media age required a combination of active listening, effort, and mutual respect. While technology has made it easier to easily connect with people, it has also made challenges that we need to be aware of. By being mindful of communication habits and taking time to connect with others in a meaningful way, we can build and maintain relationships. Communication is the key, and by being intentionally about how we communicate, we can foster strong, maintain relationship both online and offline. That's all from our group. Thank you.